BJ, I'm such an idiot.
Why?
I didn't start the recording.
You
No, I did. No, it is. It says pause recording. Okay, it is recording. Oh,
have to
okay.
edit that part out.
No, I won't because it shows how my fallibility.
Carl Rodriguez is the GMologist, GM extraordinaire, the GMologist.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Geomologist Presents, both audio and video YouTube edition. We're back here with my partner in crime, BJ Boyd, known also as Game Doc on the Discords, who runs the Arcane Alienist podcast. And we're going to pick up where we left off from when we last left you, where we want to kind of take Agent Caliber, who's changed his name
Yep. Agent 45.
to Agent 45, and we're going to run him through a little something I made up. We'll see how how it goes investigatively, and hopefully we'll get to some combat.
Okay.
So,
I'm in a Marvel mood. Let me show you. Let me stand up.
oh, very nice. Got Wolverine there. So just to, when we get to the Roll20, because I did invest in the Roll20 version, the sort of the bundle that they have out there, where you get the core book shared as a compendium, art pack, tokens, and it's pretty cool. I think you can do a lot with it. Character builder is in there too. So, and it does have a preview adventure of the Kang saga that they're going to do for the Roll20. So it looks pretty good. But and I was able to get on there and set my own little adventure up. So we'll see how that goes.
Do we want to preview the character sheet from Roll20?
Yeah, we'll take a look at it when we get to that.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure. We're gonna try to do as much as possible with that. Okay. So the first thing that we're gonna do what Jason Connerly loves to do, which is to open packages. And BJ, you're gonna be with me to open the package, kind of like what even though Jason said he hates to do it, he did it in his recent podcast. That's Jason Connerly of Nerds RPG Variety Cast, and he did that with Joe Richter as a guest. So I'm gonna do the same thing because
All right.
like minds, or why not copy something that's really working, which is Nerds Variety Cast. Okay, so it's from eBay. It's kind of cool. It's actually Royal Mail, International Royal Mail.
Wow.
So it's from England.
England.
Yeah. So I'm gonna cut away from me, like people suggest. Oh, that's a pretty damn good cutter. And there's a box inside the bag. Box inside
Who's
the
it from?
bag. I guess we got to give dimensions, don't we? But I don't have my. I'd say it's about 12 by 12, right? About 12 inches by 12 inches.
Yep.
Yeah, it looks like a
Yeah.
foot square, which is if you multiply that inch by 2.5, that's 2.54. That converts to centimeters for you people who use a real measurement system. Okay, I'm gonna open this up. It looks in good condition considering it was sent from England. Oh, guess what? There's a third level of packaging, of course.
Very
It's a little-
secure. Very
Yeah, it's
secure.
a little stuck, so I have to pry it open a bit. Well, I guess that's good that it's stuck. It didn't bounce around or anything, which is nice. But like I said, there is a third level of packaging in here. So there's been it's like really, like he taped, the person who did it taped it up to that inner package as well. Not quite. I know this is such exciting stuff here. That's pretty good though. I guess it's secured so it doesn't like move around,
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it's gonna come. It's coming all the way from the UK.
Yeah.
Secure.
Doesn't
Considering how
bounce.
much you got to pay to ship to or from the UK. Yeah.
Yeah, shipping wasn't I mean, I was surprised shipping was as much as I thought it would be for this. All right, the inner package.
eBay owes whoever shipped that. eBay owes them or you royalties for the number of times eBay has flashed on the screen.
Oh,
with-
I know, that's true. Wow, look at this. Is the Middle Earth
Middle Earth-
role-playing
Earth
game.
roll-
Thank you, Joe Richter, for making me make this purchase. Encouraging me. It's actually the box is a little squished, but the box is in great shape. Actually, it's not really
Have you played
damaged.
Merp?
I have not. I have like the Moria book. Oh, the dice is even in there. Look at that.
Oh,
Yeah, it's cool. All right.
is that have you played Rollmaster?
No, I have not. I have to figure out how to learn how to play this. Oh, so there's even some inner packaging in the box. He actually wrapped up stuff in the box. It's in really good shape.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's in very nice shape. It has the sheets. It has maps and stuff. Oh, here's the curious thing too. I think this is what this is. It still has all the tokens attached as well. So I guess it was just sitting around. No one really.
That was like mint condition.
Yeah, it's in mint condition. It smells a little odd, but it's old. But it's cool. I mean, it's cool. It has like the map, I guess the map on the back and stuff, and then the rule book. And I guess it has the initial adventure. It is in really good shape. It's in very nice shape. That's cool. That's really cool.
Yeah. I haven't ever played Merp. I played Rollmaster.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, I'm excited. So I have the book now. I'm going to read it, and I'm probably going to try to figure out how to run it at some point. But that's pretty
It's,
neat.
I think Rollmaster may be one of the most complex games
Yeah,
I've ever played.
it's supposed to be like
the
a roll
complexity is really
master.
confined to.
Oh, it's confined.
Well, the complexity is mostly confined to making and managing your character. Once you sit down to
Oh,
play,
okay,
it's pretty smooth.
That's cool.
But
I
it's
kind of
just a
I don't
whole
mind.
lot of
I don't mind games like that at all.
Yeah.
Nice. Right. So like heroes like that, hero system. There's a lot of upfront investment in making your character. But
Yeah.
once you play it,
and I don't know if Merp is this way, but I know Rollmaster is pretty brutal, because you're rolling on charts for the damage and the type of damage you take, and I think you can lose limbs, get your skull caved in. It's not just that you drop below 0 hit points, you're dead. It gives you the reason why in terms of
right. Yeah, I like that. Coming from, Warhammer Fantasy, where you
Yeah.
have the critical hit tables. I probably would enjoy that. So that's pretty cool. Okay, well, let's get to the real reason that we're here. And I'm going to
okay.
change the background on my screen, as you can see, and it is now the marble background. And we're already in the Roll20. So I don't
We
know-
discovered that for some reason my computer will not let me change backgrounds. It says my device doesn't allow it. So I'm trying to figure out if it's actually my desktop or if it's just I use a camera that was sort of built into it. So if
You
that's
know
gonna
what?
be a
I'm
problem,
such an
I might get
BJ, I'm
myself-
such an idiot. BJ, I'm such an idiot.
Why?
I didn't start the recording. No, I did. No, it is. It says pause recording. Okay, it is recording. Oh,
You have to
okay.
edit that part out.
No, I won't, because it shows how my fallibility. Actually, I don't know how to edit that on the video. So I know on the audio I can do it. On the video, well, you get what you get. It's unedited raw. That's the best time.
This is Gorilla Pod. Well,
Right.
What are we podcast? This isn't a pod. Well, what
It's
is it
both,
now?
right?
Video.
Yeah, Gorilla Radio, Gorilla Video, right?
Is there a video of word? Is there a word for video podcasting other than just YouTubing?
Maybe just YouTubing. They got like Kleenex, or Xerox. They got
Yeah.
the word that's becoming generic. Okay, well, you should be able to share your screen, or maybe so I'm going to. Yeah, you should be able to share your screen, but I don't know if we want to get to the front page first. What do you think? Let's get to the front page. So I'll switch it.
Okay.
To what you get in the Roll20, and then we'll take it from there.
All right.
So we're sharing BJ's screen because it's the player's perspective. You'd see all the dirty
Let me share
secrets
that.
if you saw mine.
Uh, there you go.
Yep. There it is. Very nice. Okay, well, that's pretty cool. Yeah, looks he had practiced some roles ahead of time, so we wouldn't pause. We would try to pause as little as possible. But this is the Marvel Multiverse role playing game, the Cataclysm of Kang adventure. It gives you a preview adventure. I purchased the bundle. You can buy a super bundle as well that has not just this preview, but it has a scroll adventure with scroll in it, and it's going to give you the full Cataclysm of Kang when it comes out in November. So you save about $6 so if you buy the bundle.
What do we got here? We got Spider Gwen.
Mm-hmm.
Is it Jean Grey?
It looks like Jean Grey.
I'm not up on
Doctor
on
Strange.
Doctor Strange. You've got Sam Wilson as Captain America,
Mhm.
Star Lord,
and
and America Chavez.
America Chavez. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I wonder if those are the ones you're going to play. I know in the preview you don't. You're playing like rank 1 agents. So cool. Okay. Well, but we're not going to run that adventure. So what I have decided to do, if you log out, what does it do for you, BJ? So I can give the title. Yeah, log out and then exit game. Sorry. So while I'm using the backdrop for the Marvel Multiverse role-playing game Cataclysm of Kang, I'm doing the Marvel Multiverse 50 State Initiative from Texas. And that's because we decided when BJ built Agent 45 that he's going to be part of that 50 State Initiative, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., right? Is that Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. or as well,
Yeah.
or is cross affiliation?
We'll see. He's a super powered agent, so
Yeah.
he can be both an
Right.
Avenger and a Shield
Right.
agent.
So cool. So yeah, so I'm doing the 50 State Initiative, gonna go from there. If other people join in the game, which would be cool, then they would be part of that group. They're called the Rangers, and then there's an interesting history of the Rangers. I don't know, BJ, do you know more about it probably than I do?
Not a whole lot. I know there's a Marvel team.
Yeah.
They're Southwest based
Mm-hmm.
Heroes called the
Right.
Rangers. And if I remember correctly, don't quote me, I'd have to go look at them. I think they kind of had existed in some form. And then when they did the 50 State Initiative, that was they basically created a almost like an Avengers Farm League team in every state.
Right.
And they kind of recreated the Rangers as the Texas version.
Yeah, like the quote unquote Texas Rangers or whatever. So this shows a big panel of the 50 State Initiative. And the Texas Rangers, actually, the members that have showed up in the comics, they've had at least quite a few appearances, actually. So that's pretty cool. So, but the members are Firebird, Phantom Rider, Red Wolf. Oh, Red Wolf, that's cool. They have Red Wolf in the main book, actually. Shooting Star, Texas Twister, Bonita Juarez, Hamilton Slade, William Taltrees, Victoria Starr, and Drew Daniels. There's also some recruits, and that's why I thought it was kind of cool that Agent 45 could be among the recruits. There's Living Lightning, who Miguel Santos, and Armadillo, who is my cousin Antonio Rodriguez. So my last name's Rodriguez. That's fine. So anyway, so I think that's pretty cool. It's fun to jump into the verse. I'm jumping in kind of after the Civil War. I'm not quite up to date in my idea of telling the stories in the Marvel verse. Not quite up to date with current, but definitely after Civil War, some things have happened. So that's.
Can you see my cursor on the share screen?
I do see your cursor. Yeah,
there's Red Wolf right there.
That's cool.
And I think is that
Yeah, that's Texas
Texas Twister.
Texas Twister, yeah. So they're all in there if you like search for them. That's why I think this panel's pretty neat. I will put the name of the artist in the show notes when we get to that. There is a signature on the page which we left on there. You look to the far right. Yeah, the signature there on the page. So anyway, and there's Agent 45. That's his token, and then there's little cutout of the Rangers there as well. So you had the sheet open. Well, you don't. It's so funny. Your thing is like totally blank. But we can also show the compendium too. But let's look at the sheet first.
Right. Can you see that?
It's coming up. Uh-oh. There it is. So it's coming up. It's very different from the character sheet that we made for Agent 45 the last time. So what do you think, BJ? You want to go over the character sheet? What you maybe better for
Yeah.
you since you've kind of just played around with it. I think I've only played around with it like maybe a couple hours more than you, but
Okay. Well, you've got, here's this 2 as the I'm assuming didn't really indicate what it's supposed. That changed it.
Yeah. That's if you want to edit it. Rank.
Yeah, that's my rank. Codename Agent 45. Here's your physical health, max 60. He's current 60. Karma, and your focus, which is sort of your mental health,
mental health, right? Yeah.
And initiative. And so, like, if I click roll there, should get an initiative roll over here.
Which it did. Yep.
Okay.
All right.
And we also discovered you can use your edges and troubles on these dice.
Mm-hmm.
So if I say I have an edge, I want to spend it. Probably I'd
price spent on that one, yeah.
That middle one to try to boost it up.
And it re-rolls.
Changes it.
Yep. Yeah, because then you could have gotten a one right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
If I had a trouble,
critical.
you click on trouble and see how it's
It rolled the same thing, but yeah,
rolled the same thing. But you can tell it's green, but when you've applied an edge, it turns it blue, and if you've applied a trouble, it turns it brown.
Brown, yeah, reddish brown. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
But here are my ability scores.
Mm-hmm.
If I want to make an attack based on, I guess it did it. Huh. That's interesting. So there I rolled. I guess I can just roll a melee attack without damage.
Mm-hmm. Oh, just on if you just click on
and I click over here, and it'll give me do that and then calculate the damage.
Yep. A whole 6 points of damage.
Yep. And remind me, the damage is it's a separate roll, or it's
no, it's calculated
+3 +1.
Yeah, so rolled a 2 times 3 +1, which is the damage is there 7.
DM is your damage modifier, is that right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So then if you make an ego attack, right? Right. So then you got a 10 on the roll. That would be like your quote unquote attack, and the damage would be 9. So 2 times 4.
Yeah. Why did I get a 2? Why is it 2 times 4 when it says my?
Because you have that ego boost. One of your powers can boost the ego.
Okay.
On the ghost gun.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
For your iconic weapon. Right. Wow, there you go. That's the damage you want.
Or is it taking? It looks like it's taking one of these dice.
Yeah, it is. Right. Your damage is a middle die, right? So your damage.
Okay, I see.
Your marble dice times, your multiplier, right? So it's a logic, right? You use logic for your telekinetic attack, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's the attack you want to do there.
Yeah. So over here, if you look at my powers here,
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Telekinetic attack.
Mm-hmm.
Cost 5 focus, which I'll have to start tracking there.
Yep. And then you kind of, yep.
Where I that's one thing I didn't look at. Where does focus come in on the character sheet here?
Focus is there at the top. Where do you, so you would have subtracted focus from here at the top on the top left.
Okay, yeah, there it
You
is.
just-
All right. So you just spend.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Now I got my tags: investigation, interrogation,
Your traits, yeah.
traits. Yeah, and then you can click over to tags.
And those little thought bubbles will give you, like, if you hit hunted, right, it tells you
Yeah.
the information on it. I think it's pretty cool.
Actions. You can.
Yeah, different actions. You can look at what the actions are. Then the reactions. That's kind of nice that it has like the different things you can do. Interpose, so you could check out if you want to do something like that. You could try to do that. Yep. Interpose.
And then there's different types of movement.
Right. That you could do. You can't teleport though, Ken. Or that just gives everything, right?
That's just the general.
Yeah.
Somewhere my speed is on here. Yeah.
Yeah,
Run.
it runs.
Climb, jump, swim.
Oh, it looks like it rounds up.
Yep.
Okay.
And then there's a role play section.
Yeah.
You can,
Put all your stuff
yeah, like origins, mutant,
and your occupation.
law enforcer. And then there's a notes section where you can just,
Yeah. Miscellaneous notes you can put when you're during your adventures,
Mhm.
your missions. All right.
I thought there was a place for a personality,
Flaws too, right?
laws.
And he hasn't filled those out. They're just kind of like the
Yeah,
generic.
there's
what's it?
suggestions. I think there ought to be a place on here for catchphrase. Like every
Yeah, they
Marvel
got rid of
character
that.
has a
They get rid of that
catchphrase.
like that catchphrase that they had that in the previous. Like if you said the catchphrase and you got it, use karma or something like that, or
Yeah, I mean you can't. I think the game master can't let somebody abuse it. It has to be at the
Mhm.
appropriate time. But
It's in the book, but it's not. There's no. It'd be cool if they had like that feature somewhere.
just somewhere where you could put what your catchphrase is, where it's kind of out
Well,
front.
go to combat. Maybe is there anything that you can go to the combat tab?
No, because it's just a thing. If you use it in role playing, the game master can give you a karma point or an edge or something like that.
Yeah,
But I just think like up here somewhere it ought to be like as part of your
yeah,
top catchphrase.
right. That's cool. Okay. Well, there you go. It says introduced Agent 45. So yeah, so it's pretty cool. So on top of, so you saw that stuff from BJ's character, and we'll probably jump back to that when we get to a little bit of the adventure. But the other thing it has is like the token page, Roll20 tips, dynamic lighting, and then it has what's cool is it has a generic battle map. Yeah, you can move your token. It's cool. So what's nice, it has a generic battle map that you could do like a whiteboard on if you needed to have like set up a battle. So okay. Well, let's jump into it. I guess you want to switch back to your
Oh,
share
you mean
screen.
share
Yeah,
screen.
yeah.
Okay.
So we start here in a West Texas ranch, somewhere west of Dallas, perhaps.
Okay.
And Agent 45 here says Agent Caliber there, but let me change that. We'll change that. So you're called out to this ranch in West Texas by to investigate something odd. So you at the edge of the ranch. I don't know what's your conveyance. What is Agent 45's conveyance around town, around the area?
Probably like do you have a company car or a private vehicle?
Yeah, either. I mean, it's up to you. Do the Rangers have a company car? Does Shield let you borrow a vehicle? Do you have your own car? I guess that's the question.
It probably has a nondescript SUV.
Right, well, you drive down to this ranch, and you meet you don't meet an agent, you meet like what seems to be like local sheriff, local law enforcement. There kind of gives you a nod, says Leland on the his badge, and he says, well, I figured they would send some of the other ones. But this is just beyond me, man. It's beyond what we can do here.
Other ones what?
Well, the Texas Twister,
Well, I got them on speed dial if we need them.
yes, well, this being the opening weekend of college football, I'm sure that the main guys are, well, they're watching their alma mater's opening game. So probably, Texas Twisters at Texas Tech in Lubbock, if they're playing in Lubbock. Armadillos down in Houston watching the Roadrunners lose. But anyway, so they're just unavailable. It just so happens they're down south doing stuff. But
Yeah.
they've called you out. So this is the ranch.
Are we going to hear the implosion in Dallas when TCU loses here in a minute?
Uh-oh.
I'm saying that out of character, just knowing what happened yesterday.
Wow. That's funny. All right. So that's our sports ball talk for the session. Anyway, so the sheriff, he's like, because I guess, again, it's beyond what we can take care of. It's just weird, monster or something. That, you guys deal with monsters, right?
Sometimes, yeah.
All right. So, so like a truck comes rumbling down the ranch road, and it's, you assume it's the owner of the ranch. So
they're like, I see the cattle here. Have they problems with cattle? Anybody attacking your cattle?
Well, yeah, that's what they reported. So a couple of people get out of this pickup truck, of course, decked, with the big hats, jeans, ranch shirt type of thing, and
Mhm.
Let's say, what's a good name for a ranch? It's a Twisted X Ranch. No relation to the brewery down in Austin, but anyway, so they come and open the gate, and you can goes, yeah, they've been having problems with their cows. Say they've been being attacked, mutilated even. So they come out, look at Agent 45, because you're gonna an older man. He says, so you're gonna help with this problem.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
good.
what I'm here for.
All right, so they drive. They kind of you can either jump in the truck, in the back of the truck, or follow us.
Okay. I'll just jump in the back of the truck.
Okay. All right. So you leave the SUV there out by the gate. The sheriff kind of follows you guys in his car is probably another. It is also an SUV, I'm sure. So so then you get to a site, and then they yeah. See how this looks on you. They bring you out to yeah.
Yeah.
It's a strange animal. Looks like it's been, I don't know. Doesn't look good.
It looks like it's been deflated.
Yes. Well, yeah. They I guess the the ranch hand I guess I say so it's Twisted X Ranch, and I guess at this point they do shake your hand. They go, "Thank you so much for coming out here. I'm Steve. This is my just call me Steve. I'm Steve Steve Cleveland. I own the ranch here and these head of cattle that you see around, and this is Jeff. He's my chief ranch hand. This
Nice
is
to
just
meet you.
that's just one example. I mean, we kind of keep
I need a cowboy hat.
yeah, you do. You do need a cowboy hat. Yeah, I like that duster that he has in the picture there. So anyway, they show you that, and actually like Jeff kind of laughs and goes, "It's deflated because it popped already. It's hot."
Oh. So it was bloated.
Yeah, but it was dead.
Okay, so where are the mutilations?
Like you see, like it's like neck has been. You can close that out if you don't need to look at it anymore. But this neck has been like torn out. It's been disemboweled.
Let's see what my investigation to see. The character is an expert investigator. They have an edge on vigilance check to spot clues or on logic checks related to interpreting clues. All right. So what am I doing here?
Click on interrogation also.
Edge on ego and logic checks made when asking questions.
Okay, cool. Okay. All right. So I'm going to ask you as you're talking to these guys. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Do what you're going to do, and then we'll figure out.
Okay, well, I'm looking around for clues or to see what's going on here. If anything seems out of the ordinary, would that be a vigilance just for something that?
Yeah, well, go ahead and do a vigilance to
Okay.
look to find the clues. You do get an edge. Oh, that's pretty good. You
Yeah,
don't,
didn't change anything. But
yeah. All right, so that's really good. So yeah, so it looks like they've dragged it from somewhere. Unfortunately, they've dragged it from probably where they found it. That's the first thing you notice.
so I asked him, where'd you find it?
They point to like some, not pictured on this wonderful picture of the sunset in some Dallas area ranch, but point to like some woods, like off to the west.
Okay, is this the first one this is the first one, or has this happened before?
Sheriff Leland says, no, they've been talking to me about this for at least a few days, a week. And Steve Cleveland says, yeah, it's been happening for about a week.
Okay. Well, I want to go over and look at the actual place they found it.
Okay. They'll drive you out there. No problem. Yeah, give me interrogation check.
Ego or logic?
Let's look at it's a good question. Yeah, click on ego and click on logic. I want to see what each of those represent. I'm leaning towards ego, but
Let's see. Is there a place where it describes it? Because
on the character sheet there should be.
It just, I mean, I can make it a check, but it'll make a roll, and it just does this.
Oh, right, okay. Um. Yeah, okay, keep from the cog. Let's see. Yeah, just do ego. Go ahead, do ego. That's fine. Oh, geez.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, geez. Okay, so you feel like
Pardon my dog barking.
yeah, no problem. So you kind of feel like as you're kind of talking to these fellas to Mr. Cleveland and Jeff. Uh, Jeff is kind of like wants to add in some more information, but he kind of keeps looking at Cleveland before he doesn't say anything, if that makes sense.
Yep.
So
So I'm just sitting there in the truck. I don't even look up. I just say, y'all got something important to tell me. You better tell me now.
that ego roll. Civilians just rolled 3d6, right? Well, Mr. Cleveland, I would say, is still a bit tight-lipped. But Jeff says, "Well, I don't want to say anything because I might lose my job."
Hmm.
But I mean, you should tell him. You should tell him, Mr. Cleveland.
Tell me what?
So Mr. Cleveland says, "Well, I don't know. These things all kind of started when my youngest, he wants to say he says he's about to say run away. You could tell he's about to go. My youngest
Are you in an
disappeared.
OFT?
Disappeared. He says, huh? Say that again.
Are you in an OFT?
Yeah, he run off, but he stops himself from saying run off and says disappeared. And the sheriff is like, "Well, Steve, you didn't tell me that, little Stevie missing."
Do you have any idea where he went?
So there's probably like a small town nearby. He says, "Well, he's some of the younger kids. They hang out and in town and out to Dairy Queen, and he just didn't come home, and none of his friends are saying anything."
Okay.
So now you look over. Well, yeah, you look over at since you have this interrogation, you might as well roll that ego again. I guess I'm using ego as like a hunch. Logic, I guess, would be like if you're okay. So now you see like Sheriff Leland, he's not hiding anything, but he's like thinking about something as well.
Something on your mind?
If little Stevie disappeared, this is like about the third report I've gotten on missing boys, missing teens. I don't know.
Third and how long?
I feel like it's like the usual, right at the beginning of school type of stuff. They don't want to go to school. They're just playing hooky. You know how it was back in the day. He looks at Agent 45.
Well, I was at boarding school, so I didn't have much of an opportunity to run off.
So he's kind of,
The headmaster could tell exactly what you were thinking before you thought it.
Oh, they like take a few steps back after you say that. They go, whoa, so you can read our minds?
No,
Says Jeff.
no, I can't read minds.
He's going la la la. So
I'm just good at hunches.
so Mr. Cleveland says, don't worry, Jeff. I'm not gonna fire you. Sheriff Leland's like pacing back and forth now. Goes, well, Agent, what is she? 40, 44?
I guess
45?
wouldn't I use my regular name out here as a
I don't know what your regular name is. What is your regular name?
Agent Stockton?
Oh, so okay. So Agent Stockton, like, are you gonna do anything? I mean, mutilated cows, missing.
Well, I got to figure out what's
Boys.
happening. I got to figure out what's causing this first. So where are we? Are we at the place where they found the cow yet?
Yeah, you're there.
Okay, let me take a look around here.
Yeah, I guess when they first drove you out to the ranch, you were in the back of the pickup, and at
Mhm.
least they let you get in the cab the second time. So, all right, yeah. So they drive out to this place where they found it. There's definitely like the obvious depressions of other animals that have been found
Mhm.
out in this area, and and then Jeff says, "Hey, we've been rounding them up, keeping them closer to the house."
All
now."
the dead cows were here.
Well, they wander, so some
All the
cows.
dead cows were found right here.
Well, and then there's some other places like,
Okay.
the North 40, south, right here, a little further south. They just say, yeah, but I mean, these are the ones. These are the cows that are like, don't hang. They wander. He tells you they wandered. That's part of our job. We got to go around and round up all the cows. They did some wander. The ones that are wandering. But now we got all the cows corralled around the house. But what if this monster comes back?
Why are you convinced it's a monster?
What else would do that to a bunch of cows? It's like that, what they call it down Mexico way, chupacabra.
The chupacabra? Isn't there a Marvel hero called Chupacabra? There's got to be.
Probably.
All right. Do I see anything else kind of around here that
Yeah, you could do and you could look around, do
looks
your
unusual or
investigation.
stands out?
Yeah, there's like the depression of at least 3 cows in this area, where they dragged them away, probably threw them in the back of the truck. Oh, geez, you're rolling like lights out. So, yeah, I mean, the DCs at this, the target numbers at this level are like, like 10 to 12, right? So kind
Yeah.
of like, think about like first level Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition. Right? It's
Yeah.
about that. So you're all right. So you do notice it looks like there's it'd definitely be worth examining at least that last body, even though it bloated and blew up a little more in
Okay.
detail,
All right.
because there's like a lot of like, I mean, it's pretty subtle, but you rolled really well. So like the tracks of you see a couple things. There's like the tracks of maybe small vermin, like an inordinately large group of small vermin, like rats or mice. Probably rats, because it looks like they're, bigger prints.
I'll take a picture of it.
Yeah, and then and there's some bat guano around.
Drop a quarter or something down by the track for scale,
Yeah,
and take a picture.
Yeah. Then there's some bat guano here and there, which is also very odd. But
Bat guano.
yeah, but you don't see anything like wolf or coyote even. I mean, no.
You guys get bats out here?
Yeah, Jeff is like, yeah, they fly around, eat insects and stuff like that.
Okay.
But it is odd. I mean, it is odd to see, like, I mean, usually they just crap when they sleep, but it is an odd behavior. Like, it'd be
there's
like
no place for them to roost out here.
No, not really. I mean, they don't see any in the trees at all. I mean,
Okay.
if they're extremely agitated, they might do that, right? But
So
usually they do do their
currently it looks
I mean,
like
there's
the
cake. I mean,
sucked
there's
dry by a giant vampire bat. I'm kidding.
I don't know. I mean,
Dizzy, you have a map of the ranch?
yeah, they can provide you a map of the ranch.
Can you mark every place you found a dead one of these cows?
Yeah, we could. We just gotta get out of this heat. But yeah, let's get back to the house and got some maps. You can do that.
Okay.
My wife makes a nice iced tea.
Oh, good.
Like, I mean, it is hot out.
Yeah.
Just for anyone listening, it has been like in the hundreds in
Yeah.
Texas and in probably Oklahoma as well. So
Yeah. Yeah.
it was a little cooler down by the coast, which is interesting. But well, I guess the sea breeze cools things down by about 5 degrees, which is kind of nice. But anyway, it's yeah, it's blazing. So I mean, they're very subtle clues, like on a if you're just trying to get these dead cows out from scaring the other cows, no one would really notice. And Sheriff Leland's like, why are you throwing money on the ground?
Oh, I'll pick it back up
Yeah,
after I just to scale, just reference point for the size of these tracks.
yeah.
Does it look like anything you've seen?
Kid Willa
Any
18.
tracks look like anything you guys have ever seen before?
I think you find. All right, you do. So you did really, really well, and as you're kind of wandering around, looking at the various depressions where they mark the cows, those are the big things that you see, and things that are kind of out of place. But the subtle thing, you do see at least one barefoot human print, just in the mud or in,
Okay.
maybe it's like,
Take a picture of that too.
yeah.
How big is it?
You'd guess like a size 10.
Okay. All right.
What are you gonna do? You guys drive back.
Yeah. Go back and get the map from them.
Okay.
I'm assuming I've got some resource where I can like send photos of the tracks to Shield and let them kind of analyze stuff. And
Yeah, I mean, it is like it's what you suspected, though. It doesn't take long, as you're examining the map, and you see they are kind of like clustered. They're clustered like on near the more or less near like the fence line of the ranch. Even the ones that are like couple outliers, and yeah. So, but nothing further in, and that's why like another curious bit of behavior, like Jeff doesn't want to go inside the main ranch house. It doesn't, or quote, he might not be allowed or whatever, but he kind of hangs out, goes back to the cows, make sure that they're, where they're milling around and stuff.
okay.
So, but his wife, Honey, well, that's what he calls her, makes you some tea and goes, oh wow, she goes, oh, Agent Stockton, oh, she tries to clearly she's a fan of, like, goes, you're an agent of Shield, a member of the Rangers. Have you met Tony Stark? And then
No.
and
I
then
got a letter from him.
Steve Cleveland like rolls his eyes.
I got a letter from him, but I'm pretty sure it's just a
Honey,
rubber-
he's working, honey. He's trying to figure out what's going on with the cows. Well, and she said, well, maybe he can find our, and he kind of looks at her like gives her a look, and she kind of stops. And then so anyway, yep. You got that kind of information. Anything else you want to? So Sheriff's gonna excuse himself. He's like, he goes, well, I'm gonna go. I want to go ask questions at the Dairy Queen. Can we go to the high school and see what the hell's going on? See if these where you're. I'll try to find your boy, Steve.
Can I take a look around his room?
Why would Steve? Mr. Cleveland says, why would you want to do that?
Well, if he's disappeared I might be able to. There might be something that could tell me where to look for him.
He looks at his wife. They have to exchange a look. She says, and then Honey says, I don't see anything wrong with that. Go ahead, Agent Stockton. Go ahead.
I won't take anything. I won't disturb anything. I won't, I
Of
just
course
wanna look-
not. You're an agent of S.H.I.E.L.D.
All right. Let me go take a look around his room.
So Steve Cleveland probably mutters something on his wrist. Nick Fury's a fascist. All right. So you take a look at the room. I don't know what. Yeah, you can take a look at the room. Go ahead.
Okay.
What are you looking for? You can. You don't have to necessarily roll. You can ask questions. What do you?
Well, I kind of want to, if I look around, can I tell what was this kid's interest? What was he into?
It definitely seems like he wants to follow in his dad's footsteps.
Be a rancher?
Yeah, like he's got a lot of pictures of like the, like it's maybe it is kind of odd for a teen, but it's got pictures of like not of cows, but of like vistas,
Yeah.
Definitely. Well, I don't know. Fortunately or unfortunately, depending on whose Agent Stockton likes to follow, he is a Dallas Cowboys fan. He seems he has like a somehow maybe from his dad he has like an old picture of like like Randy White and Ed Too Tall Jones and the old 70s Cowboys and stuff like that. He has like a little frame picture sign, like the "Don't Mess with Texas" picture still of the "Don't Mess with Texas." It's like signed by. So he likes football. He likes open vistas.
Does it look like anything's missing? Like blank spaces on the shelves.
No, not on the shelves.
Okay.
He is a look. Speaking of the shelves, he does seem to be is well read. He's got a lot of Stephen King and other horror stuff.
Okay. All right.
Oh, let's see. Why did I do this? Someone organizes. Okay, that's a great question. Someone organizes because it's fun, and and we can even, yeah. All right. So, someone organizes his books in like alphabetical order by author.
Mm-hmm.
So as you look through there, you do see that there is a blank space.
Can I tell what's missing?
Probably a copy of Bram Stoker's Dracula. There's like Straub on one side, and
So a kid who likes Dracula, guano where it's not supposed to be, and mutilated cows. I was right. It's a giant vampire bat, right? All right. I go back and ask him, what was your son's how was he a good student? Did he do well in school? Was he involved in any kind of sports or other activities?
Let's see, what did he? So I think though Honey is more forthcoming. Mr. Cleveland actually excuses himself at some point, because I got to go, but check the cows. So Honey says, "Oh, he was a good student, not great. He doesn't need to be. He's gonna, I don't think my daughters they probably will have some part in the ranch, but he's going to be running it, whether even if they're going to own it, So he's great. He loves the animals. Yeah, and I haven't. Yeah.
Any changes in his behavior lately? Sleeping in late, not wanting to get up, staying up all night?
No, everything was fine. He just I'm sure I mean, he's disappeared. He ran away. I don't know why. I mean, we give him everything.
Yeah. Any idea where you would go if you didn't want to be here? Any other places he'd like to spend time?
I mean, he really helped. He liked to help the ranch hands. I mean, stables, the paddocks. I mean, he was so involved here in the ranch and
Mhm.
really not involved in the sports. There's so much. I mean, ag does take a lot of time. I mean, he raised a prize pig, last year.
Good, good. The ranch hands, you guys, do they get along with everybody? Any problems with any of them?
My husband keeps him in line.
Anybody with a grudge? Anybody with a beef?
We
No
pay
pun-
these men well,
Okay.
and they get free room and board. Out in
Here in
the
the house?
huh?
Here in the house, or you have a
No, they have like a like quarters for them.
okay. Did they come in the house?
Steve, don't. My husband doesn't really like that.
Okay.
I mean,
I just
sometimes their wives might come in and help clean, but
okay. I was just my thought process is that one dude didn't want to come in the house, and I was wondering if he actually can't come in the house, like he has to be invited in,
oh,
but doesn't sound like
you
it.
know me, I throw out red herrings.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, but
Well,
but then it's hot and sunny outside. He'd be burning up if he were a vampire, right?
it's true. True. Unless he was like Morbius.
That's only because he has like a thing, right? Like a magic item, right? Or Blade, I guess. Blade is.
Well,
half-
Blade's a daywalker, and then
He has
Morbius is really a vampire in the
Oh
classics.
yeah, he's like a experiment, right?
Yeah.
What to do now? Or should we pause here?
Well, I want to get all the evidence and take it back to wherever I'm supposed to, the headquarters, and get information about analyze the photos of the would I be carrying any kind of like evidence collection stuff?
Probably in your SUV.
I'm gonna go back out and collect some of that guano.
Okay.
All
right.
And
Yeah, but
then,
by
if
the
we
time you
find-
get back to I guess you find someone to drive you back out, and then you got to get stuff in the SUV and then drive back out. So it's by the time you get it back out there and collect, it's starting to, it's probably late afternoon.
okay, I'm gonna just grab a little bit of that in a specimen bag or whatever jar.
Okay.
And that's all.
Okay. Yeah, probably like specimen bags or whatever.
And then I'd probably call the sheriff or go into town and see if he's hanging around, and then see if he found anything else out.
He says, no one wants to say anything, but kids, nobody knows nothing.
Hmm.
So do you find anything out there, Agent? Use your like little magic-y powers.
Nope. Just you said bats are normal occurrence around here?
Yeah, there's bats everywhere.
Yeah. Naturally.
I mean,
Where do
yeah, there's caves, there's like limestone caves and stuff around, and they bats.
Okay. How far away is that?
You could probably like get on the internet and do a like search and stuff like that.
Okay.
Because it's probably there's no like as far as like there's no like caves open to the public,
Okay.
like around.
Uh.
But there's definitely there's for sure there's some sort of Texas survey that shows where caves have been located or found, whether
Okay.
they've been explored or not. Probably not.
All right.
But there is like a lot of,
Okay. I think, yeah, I think I'd rather go back to headquarters and
Okay.
so
It's
let
headquarters
some
and
of our crime lab and content experts help me.
yeah, you have that, right? That's
Yeah.
part of your thing, one of your tags.
Yep. Back up.
Backup. Yep. Okay. So yeah, so I'm gonna say headquarters is probably like in Fort Worth
Okay.
as opposed to like Dallas proper. So it's somewhere, downtown Fort Worth, which is not bad.
Yeah.
And drove out west, right towards some of those towns out there. So okay, see, no problem. Get back to the crime lab. It's like evening time. So like people like say hi to you. Oh, working late, agent. What's going on?
Got some missing kids and some mutilated cows.
That so the kids are killing cows.
I don't know. Just nobody seems either nobody's noticed, nobody's concerned, or they're not talking. Um, all right, so we can look at where we can see. I got a map of where all the cows have kind of died,
Yeah.
right?
Hmm.
And can have them analyze the guano to see if there's anything unusual about it.
Okay.
And then want to look up like you said, there'd be some kind of survey or something of where
Hmm.
you try to see where bats in the area would be coming from.
Yeah. So you could probably go into like, oh, there's definitely like, yeah, it's Texas. So there's definitely like bat watcher sites for sure, right?
Yeah.
So and they know where the caves are and stuff like that, and you can correlate, and you're working like, late into. Oh, did you leave like a card or anything?
Yeah, we left them with everybody I met,
Okay.
parents, ranch hand, sheriff.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So you leave it with Mr. Cleveland or Honey Cleveland?
Probably both.
Okay. All right. So all right. So there definitely are some bat spots that are not too far from Twisted X Ranch.
Okay.
So just like little brown bats, retail bats. I mean, vampire
Okay.
bats too. Well, I mean, it's getting warmer, so it's possible vampire bats start moving north, but there's no sighted vampire bats north of central Mexico.
Okay. Was there anything unusual about the guano?
Um, nothing odd. Yeah, there might be something interesting about has more iron than one would expect because they're
And what
insectivores. They're insectivores, so it's like they iron like meat, blood.
you can't tell by the guano what kind of bat it is though, right? It's just guano.
I don't know.
There's no DNA in it.
You probably could. But that would take some time.
Okay, yeah. Let's figure out what species of bat this is.
Okay.
And I think that would be like I would want to what's the species of the bat, and then for that bat, if we could get a little more pinpoint exactly what caves those bats might be coming from.
Oh, you totally can. Genetic assays for guano-based identification of species.
Nice.
So they ran it through like a spec really quick, but for the DNA, right? They have to collect to see if there's any like skin cells or whatever that came out. So yeah, you could
Yep.
definitely do it. It's gonna take, you're working these poor shield and scientists like overnight. Well,
Okay.
they'll put it in the machine and then they'll go home and then it'll come out
and-
the next
And
day.
then, yeah. And then also, I guess just the general, was it like all points bulletin for this kid?
Okay.
I mean, how old is he? Would you, wouldn't that be like an Amber Alert or something? Like an all, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. You probably would. I mean, it is, like I said, it's probably you probably drove like about an hour west of Fort Worth or something.
Okay.
So,
Yep. I know that area, not real well, but I've been there.
yeah, I don't know. I'll probably let's give our listeners some like examples so we don't burn any verisimilitude. Let me like give them like some concrete names. Maybe I'll change the name of the ranch too, but it's fine. It's fiction. Doesn't matter. All right.
Yeah, I mean that's the comic book. That's how you do it in comic books, right? Every place outside of a major city is a fictional town.
Yeah. That's true. Oh yeah, Sweetwater, Colorado City, Abilene, somewhere between. Oh, well, there's even like a ranger.
Weatherford.
Yeah, say it's near Ranger, Texas. That's great. That's like via on
Perfect.
I-20. It's an hour and 17 minutes.
Okay, good. How fitting. All right.
Yeah, no, it's ironic. It's pretty damn flat. A lot of ranches there.
Um,
There's an
you
airport.
want
out
to
there.
wrap? Oh yeah, you want to wrap up here? Maybe somebody will be inspired to make a character and join me on the investigation next time.
Yeah. Or they could jump in and play. That's a great place to stop, I think.
Or
as we kind of
we could take
do more
calls. I
details.
mean, if you're going to put this up on the podcast, ask people to call in or to put comments on the YouTube about
Right.
what should
What
we
do you
do
think?
next.
What do you think is going on? What should we do next?
Yeah.
Yeah. No combat this time, but we did kind of we went over, I think, the character sheet, which I think
Yeah.
is good. I agree. It's probably a good time to wrap up. But there's like various, even in the if you just want to come in and play, some people who might be listening, there's some pre-gens that are made, and it's not that hard to make a character anyway. And there's a whole slew of characters in the compendium that you could slot in really. So
I mean,
think
really, you just take a shield agent and give him a name.
yeah, give them a name and bump them up a level. So that'd be really
Yep.
great. You could play Agent Coulson. Yeah. So anyway,
I
so
think
yeah,
Coulson's in there, isn't he?
he's in there. Yeah.
Um,
So that's cool. So anyway, so let's see the mystery of Ranger Texas and Agent Stockton, Agent 45's first adventure, and what happens. Oh, I guess I'll say a PI who works with Shield at Dakota North. She gives you a call. And we'll cut it after this.
Okay.
While you're working, you're probably just staying around in the facility, right?
Yep.
Wanting your data. She said, I've heard you've had issues with missing children or
That was fast.
missing
Yeah.
teens. Well, I mean, call it coincidence or not. Because don't worry, I'm not gonna step in on your investigation. I'm in New York, but there's been reports of missing kids. Well, more like teenagers. Mostly males, but a few women. Were looking at various missing person databases, but it's not like the regular populations that you think, So anyway,
Mhm.
keep me posted. Maybe we can work this for different angles. I'll let you know what I can find.
Okay.
Also, there seems to be a connection with like mutilated animals.
Well, we got that down here too. You
Well, okay. Well,
ever seen that movie, The Lost Boys?
I might have to look that up. Says Agent North. Well, Agent Stockton, you take care. Keep me posted.
All right. You too.
All right. Well, thank you so much, BJ. I hope it was fun.
Yeah.
I like getting in the Marvel verse. Maybe people will.
Way to
Cool.
pull out an actual Marvel Shield agent on me there to talk to on the phone.
Yeah. I love doing that kind of stuff. I do that with my Star Wars Age of Rebellion game. I throw in, various characters from the shows. So,
Yeah.
well, cool, BJ. I don't know how long we've gone. Probably a lot longer than you wanted to, but
No, it was great.
and then
Next
we'll
time we've demoed the character sheet and I've got
Yeah.
my characters up. So next time if we want to play, we can just get into some action.
yeah. Well, yeah. Depending on where you want to go next, we could
You go to the shooting range, you can demonstrate combat abilities.
we could go to, or you could go. I mean, since you're trying to maybe a way that Agent Stockton processes thoughts is goes to the the place where you fight, the
Danger room.
danger room training facility there, and so work out some aggression,
Yep.
figure out some ideas what to do next, or maybe some more clues will pop up based on your interaction with the Clevelands or Sergeant or Sheriff Leland
Yeah.
or Jeff.
Okay. Cool.
All right. Well, thanks again for everyone for listening. I guess I'll do my outro. This has been the Geomologist Presents, our little delve into the Marvel verse with some actual play and some demo of some of the products that we've received or purchased. So thank you so much, BJ. You want
Good to be here.
Do you want to plug anything?
I've got just the Arcane Alias podcast.
Yep.
Kind of rapidly finished RPG a day month, so
Right.
I've got about 15 or 16 episodes of that have posted, and now I'm slowing back down to trying to maybe do one a week.
Cool.
I should have a new one coming out Sunday.
Yeah.
Talking about some. I'll just leave you with the teaser. It's the title episode is going to be Heavy Metal Majory.
Oh, interesting.
Probably
Right.
not what you think, but
Okay.
you'll have to listen to find out.
All right. Well, again, thank you so much, BJ. I hope you had fun. I like playing. I'm not impressed. Maybe impressed is probably. I'm impressed by the Marvel game. I really like it. I like how it works. Even though we don't do any combat, there's some investigation, some interaction, like any mystery kind of game you might have. I feel like that is part and parcel with the genre. I think maybe we have like a little phrase that we say at the end of this. Thank you everyone for listening. Thank you. TJ Drennan does the intro and outro music, but you probably only hear that on the podcast. Thanks Amy for the little clip art that she does. If you want to contact us, you can email me at geomologist@gmail.com, or what's your
arcane.alienist@gmail.com. Don't forget to put the dot in between arcane and alienist.
And then or you can contact us on various discords and leave us a voice message there.
And I have SpeakPipe also set up
or comment down below on the YouTubes here as well, and subscribe. We're going to try to do this at least bi-weekly, if not longer, depending, and a lot more frequently depending on our schedules. And I hope it to gain some traction. Have a more views than I expected for our rolling up the characters. So anyway, keep gaming. Remember, it's 3 dice and the truth.